Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly crazy, awesome, and super cool ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. Tonight we have with us IMCA modified superstar, James Reichart. Welcome to the show, James.
It's nice to be here, buddy.
So, James, let's talk about your racing career. Where did it all begin for you?
Well, I started growing up watching racing, so I started young. 2005, my brother got into a modified, and I helped him out for a few years. So in 2010, I started sport mod racing.
Okay, you start racing sport mod. Okay, James. So, James, what was it like for you to climb into a race car for the first time?
Ooh, that was about nerve-wracking. You can watch racing from the stands any day of the week, and you're like, hey, I could do that. And then when you get in that seat, you're like, holy moly, that is crazy. So plus, when you're financing all the backing on it, you kind of think twice about where you're going to put your nose when you first start.
Okay, so James, let's talk about your race car number. Where did that number come from?
28. Grew up a Davey Allison fan, so stuck with it. I had it in football, baseball, everything growing up. So.
Okay, so James, because you grew up a Davey Allison fan, so number 28 is your racing number. So how long have you ran the number 28?
How long have I ran it?
Yes.
Yeah, 2010. Started when I started my sport mod, and then ran it in my modified for a couple years, and then I did a little stint in a mod light, and back into a modified. So I've been running her for quite some time.
So James, what type of modified chassis are you racing now?
I have a GRT by CRC.
Okay. So James, let's talk now about your racing career. How much success have you had as a race car driver?
Oh, I'm just kind of your average Joe. I don't I've got a few top fives, still chasing that feature win. Came close a few times in sport mod. Was racing down at the Speedway in Osceola. I just totally forgot the name, but was running against a guy I grew up watching, Rick Germer out of Red Oak. Had a great time running that guy. Like I said, I was a fan of him growing up. So, but he always got me at that last minute. So, but otherwise, it's just we are here to have fun.
Okay. So James, do you have any big races you got on your calendar coming up that you're looking forward to racing?
Ooh, well, we've discussed going to Beatrice for the spring race. We'll hit the Frostbusters. Otherwise, I'm just a weekly racer at Boone.
Okay. So James, are you going to try and make it up here to Northwest Iowa this summer to race some races?
I believe I'm going to try to make that Midwest Madness tour you are a part of up there. My car came from Spencer, Iowa, so I basically brought it down to here to Indianola, and I can travel back up there. I might actually try to hit that whole entire series I was just talking to my wife about. So.
Okay, so James, now what is your home racetrack?
Basically Boone.
Basically Boone. Okay. So James, when it comes to your racing career, what's the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
What's that?
What's the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
Well, I barrel rolled the mod light about 8 times. So kind of got hurt a little bit, took some time off, fixed the car, ran it about 5 more times, and then decided that was not for me. So sold it and took a little break, and then bought a modified again.
Okay. So James, you grew up watching Davey Allison. So is he your racing idol, your racing hero?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So James, did you ever get a chance to meet Davey Allison at all?
Nope, nope, never got a chance to do that. And when he passed, I became a Jeff Gordon fan. So, but I'll stick with the 28, not the 24. So, but I never
Okay,
met
okay,
him
okay.
either. So,
Yeah. So James, now, okay, going further into your racing career, let's talk about what is your 5-year plan with the racing?
oh, 5 years. I'd like to be racing more than one night a week. Financially, a type of situation as that would come, pick up some sponsors, help me along the way. I would love to get it to win some features, and we partnered up with the BSB manufacturing program this year, and hoping that'll turn our team around for our suspension wise, and help. Jay's just super knowledgeable, so we're glad to be a part of
Okay.
that.
So what is your 10-year plan with the racing, James?
Ooh, that'd be like 55 years old. So I hope I'm still racing by then. I got a daughter. She thinks she needs a race car, but she shows a lot of horses. So right at the moment, she gets to do 1 horsepower instead
Yeah.
of the rest of it.
So James, let's talk now about, okay, when you're at the racetrack, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, okay. So now, James, when you're at the racetrack, who helps work on your race car?
It's basically my wife and I. She's pretty much my main team. My brother is busy with his kids, so he once in a while comes around and helps. But kind of just her and I now.
Okay. So James, let's talk now about also, okay, when you're out there racing and you got your wife helping on the race car, let's talk about your sponsors now. Who do you have for sponsors on your race car?
My primary sponsor is Busmas Heating and Cooling. They are my employer. We're a local heating and cooling company out here out of Indianola. Britain Electric, they're out of Ankeny.
Okay.
Berkshire Hathaway, realtor Helen Turner. We have a Tire Demon
Okay.
a little bit. And basically, that's, I think, in your floors, gentlemen I used to race with and out of a sport mod, and good buddy of mine.
So let's talk about the Hope for the Warriors. What's that all about?
Yeah, so 2018, we met with Matt Smith. He was up there at this Boone Super Nationals, and he just got to talking with him. And then I decided to come out of retirement, and we joined up with them. They are a nonprofit organization post 9/11, so they support the veterans in all sorts of different resources. So we went up with them and got an agreement with them. So all of our t-shirt sales, we give back, all proceeds go to the Hope for the Warriors.
Very cool. Very cool. So James, now let's talk about, okay, when you're at the racetrack, what do you like to eat at the racetrack?
Ooh, I love walking tacos, but I am a hot dog fan. I can
Okay,
eat.
okay.
I'll grab like 4 hot dogs at when I'm done racing. I don't eat while racing, but when I get out of my car and I go watch like the stock car features and stuff, I grab about 4 hot dogs.
Okay. So James, when you're away from the racetrack, what's your favorite restaurant to eat at?
Ooh, favorite restaurant I eat at. Man, that's tough. I love wings, but I don't care for the big name brands. But it would be probably Jerry's. It's over on by the Iowa State Fairgrounds. Best wings in Des
Okay,
Moines.
okay. Okay, so James, when you're at home, what's your favorite home cooked meal that your wife fixes for you?
I'd have to say tater tot casserole. It's
Okay,
kind of one of
okay,
her
okay, very
things.
cool. Very cool, very cool. So James, now let's talk, okay, what do you like to do away from the racetrack?
Oh shoot, I have a Harley. I do camping. I love fishing. I just got back into deer hunting with my little brother here this past muzzleloader season, and so pretty much anything outdoors.
Okay. So James, who are some of your friends at the racetrack then?
Ooh, friends. Let's see. Who do I call my friends? Tim Love, who is Love Tap Tire Demon. good friend of mine. He used to fix all my cars when I got tore up or anything ever happened, before he became Tire Demon. Um, Michael Jeanette, we know him quite a bit, talked to him quite a bit. Daniel Hagan, he's a stock car driver. Oh man, I kind of just talk to everybody, so it's hard to say who are my friends, but I'm just a
Yeah.
social butterfly. So you talk to me, I'll
Okay.
talk to you for hours.
Okay. So, James, let's talk now about, okay, are you still looking for sponsors for your racing team?
We are always looking for sponsors.
If there's anybody going to be out here watching this racing show with me and James Reichart, and you want to help sponsor his racing team, reach out to James Reichart and his racing team because they'd appreciate the sponsorship on James's race cars he gets further into his racing career. So, James, so what kind of okay, when you get ready to get in the race car, what helps get you psyched up to go out on that race car?
Oh, I'd like to say I listen to music, but I just kind of get quiet. I just I talk I race the whole thing in my head, try to play it out. But normally we're just kind of relaxing. We like to get to the racetrack an hour early, so we unload. We don't rush at all. Anytime you have a rush, something goes wrong. So we like to take our time and just kind of mellow into it and run hot laps, and that kind of gets me set.
Okay. So, James, I'm going to turn the microphone over to you now. You can ask me some questions. How's that?
Sure. So what got you into racing?
It's something I kind of gravitated towards when I was 6 years old. It's been my go-to sport. So,
If you were, who was your favorite NASCAR driver?
back in the day, it was Alan Quickie and Davey Allison. I'll give you both of those drivers. How's that?
Well, they're both great drivers, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So
go ahead.
Do you have a favorite food that you have?
Oh, I like to eat Chinese. Oh, Chinese is good stuff.
Ooh, I do love orange chicken at Panda Express. That's
Yeah.
up there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm also a big Hoo Hot fan. So like I said, when you ask
Hoo Hot
restaurants,
is very, oh God. Now we're talking. Yeah.
I could eat Hoo Hot every day of the week if I could.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Do you have any other questions for me, James?
I don't really think of any. Huh? What got you into doing the show?
What was it, James?
What got you into doing the show?
Come again?
Your YouTube show. What got you into doing it?
Just a friend of mine that is a big race car driver up here in the Northwest Iowa. Him and his son raced and shot me the idea. So it was just a kind of a crazy, just an idea that they had, and let's see what happens.
Well, good deal then.
Yes. But James, I want to thank you for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking about your racing career. I will call you in a little bit to thank you in person. Definitely, ladies and gentlemen, if you get to go to the racetrack, look up Hope for Warriors and support your veterans because that's an awesome program, a very, very awesome program.
Well, we're excited. We're glad to be a part of it, and we're going to carry it on into 2023. So the body survived 2022.
Okay. So James, I will let you step out now, and I will do a little racing news update, and I will call you. Okay.
All right, buddy. Thank you. You have a great night.
Thank you. Yep. You too.
How you sign off?
Bye.
Hey. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was James Reichart, driver the number 28 IMCA modified out of Indianola, Iowa. He drives with the Hope for Warriors on his race car, so definitely check that out. Also, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a little racing news update for you. Definitely this coming year with Matt Hagan and Leah Stewart or Leah Pritchard, their cars are going to be green and black. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see that. And all your World of Outlaw teams are getting ready to head down to Volusia to kick off their season this coming weekend, ladies and gentlemen. So good luck to all of them. And good luck to the NASCAR drivers as they go out to the LA Coliseum for the Busch Clash this weekend also. But also, ladies and gentlemen, definitely keep watching racing because all the seasons are getting ready to kick off and get underway. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. And if you guys would like to sponsor my racing show, feel free to email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call and text me at 712-209-7138. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to be on my racing show, you can also email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call and text me at 712-209-7138. I would like to thank our sponsors, Manning Motorsports, and also New England Hemophilia Association. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube, and keep living life at full throttle.